Sherry Burns. I'm the Executive Director here at CRIL, Community Resources for Independent Living. Our mission as a peer-based disability resource agency is to provide resources, services, support, and advocacy for people with disabilities to improve lives and make our communities fully accessible for everyone to participate and enjoy. There are still many barriers that people with disabilities and seniors with functional limitations face today. CRIL provides a number of independent living or life skills services. One of the most exciting new services is providing travel training assistance.
I run the travel training program called Hayward On The Go. It's a program that's designed for persons with disabilities and seniors to learn how to use different modes of transportation. I'm working with Mary, a senior and a person with a disability, so that she can learn how to travel on BART.
I went on with my walker, found my spot to place it, and sat down and enjoyed the ride. That was great. I liked taking that ride.
A lot of the people that I've been working with, they haven't actually experienced going from one place to another on their own. They've always had somebody there with them. Once a person realizes that they have the tools that they need in order to take a bus ride on their own or BART ride on their own, it empowers them.
In the future, maybe my daughter might be at work, maybe I'll have to go someplace by myself, and it's good to know how to do that.
I was one of those individuals who hated taking public transportation. Now I take public transportation almost everywhere.
One of our other services that we provide is making sure that our consumers have access to information about affordable, accessible housing. We do this through providing weekly housing workshops. These workshops are typically filled with 10 to 15 participants every single week. We work very hard to assist people with disabilities and seniors to attain and maintain their own living environment.
Welcome to my home. I've been here at Olive Tree Plaza for over 13 years. I have chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is COPD. I use oxygen. I've had it for over 30 years now. And the last 10 years has been very, very difficult. I almost didn't make it twice, but I'm still here. I have limited mobility, and this housing area, it was built for disabled people, which means that the doors are wider, the tubs are different. I like my apartment, I like the size of it, I like the location. I feel like this is where I belong.
The advocacy part of CRIL's work is called the Disability Action Network, or DAN for short. We have a network of over 100 community-based advocates who work together to make change in our community.
I got involved in the Disability Action Network because I was angry. I became an advocate because I needed my needs met and they weren't being met. I believe that the world needs to be accessible for everyone.
One of the ways that all of us can fully participate in making change in our community is through voting. We had a voter registration drive. We also just had a mock election. We had both a scan machine as well as an accessible touchscreen voting machine. People with disabilities could come in and practice using them.
Before we had the option to vote accessibly, the only way that blind folks could vote is by trusting a sighted person that we happen to be with. The fact that we have the option now to vote by ourselves is a really important civil rights issue.
There's still a lot of advocacy work for us to do, and because we have such a large network, we are able to address many of those needs in our local community, and also to empower and challenge people with disabilities to become leaders.
The only way to empower yourself is to be a part of the solution. DAN is really important because we need a place to go where we have friends and colleagues that we can turn to for support. There's a lot of goodness, I guess you'd call it, that comes from the idea that we're a team.
There are a number of ways for you to be involved with CRIL, and we would love to have you. Give us a call, 510-881-5743, or go to our website, www.crilhayward.org.